Good afternoon, boomers. The voice of the blockchain here. Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. This will be the second of our general self-improvement live stream chats that we'll be doing here on Fridays. Crypto, diet, exercise, and more. This will be an open discussion out here. Like I said, general self-improvement, ways to become better men, become better boomers here in the foxholes of the blockchain battlefield trenches. Shout out to Rafter, man. I see you, Revolutionist Marlon Jones, and the rest of the boomers here in the population. I started doing these live streams because I feel that there is a thread and there's a commonality here with alternative frequencies, beginning with alternative coins, alternative economics, Bitcoin, the rest of the altcoins, alternative media, different ways of eating, different ways of exercising, a general way of improving ourselves to, like I said, become better boomers here in the foxholes of the blockchain battlefield trenches. This is a live broadcast, and we'll be doing this second live stream in addition to our morning crypto broadcast every Friday. Okay, make sure you're touching. And it appears we're back online. Shout out to Derek McLean. He says, is this live? Indeed, this is a live one. I was just doing a quick technical check here to make sure that our live stream health is back in the green. It looks like we got knocked off there with an IED, but the program automatically went back on live. So drop a comment, a thumbs up there, something in the chat box to let me know that you guys are hearing me. Okay, it's Champagne Crypto, the voice here. This will be a general self-improvement chat in addition to our crypto morning chats. We're going to be doing this every Friday. Crypto, diet, exercise, and more. I've been sharing with you guys what I've been doing on the crypto summer going into the crypto winter. Specifically started with a keto diet, very strict, sometime at the beginning of the summer, around July, I would say. Sounds good, says Jojo. Thanks, Jojo. Thanks for letting me know. I was letting the boomers know that, you know, I started with a ketogenic diet early in the summer. I shaved off about 20 pounds, somewhere around there, maybe more or less. I would say about 20. It could be 21, 22. It could be 18, somewhere around there, 20 pounds. Or whatnot. If you don't know about the ketogenic diet, it's about stripping all the carbs out of your diet, eating mostly fats and protein. So about 70% of your caloric intake will be in the form of fats, and the rest in protein, about 25% in protein, about 20% in protein. So basically only 5 to 10% of your caloric intake comes from carbs. You know, something that I found kind of crazy when I first started thinking about it, getting, you know, most of your calories from fat seemed like a heart attack, if you ask me. And I started doing more research and learning about the things that carbs do to you, including cause inflammation. You know, Champagne was trying to combat a lot of stomach issues and inflammations all around the body. And as soon as I started cutting the carbs, I started feeling better than ever out there and losing the weight. I found the target weight that I'm interested in. And now I'm no longer following the ketogenic diet. I'm eating a little bit more carbs, but, you know, within reason, and going harder. Now, my overall goal now has been to get stronger, be the strongest version of myself that I could be. And that's what I've been encouraging the crypto maniacs to do out there. You see this image that we have here on the screen of Larry Wheels. He's a young 23-year-old power builder that has me motivated out there, okay, to pull heavy weight and become the strongest version of ourselves we could be. So I've recommended a program that I'm doing for lifting. It's called the Strongless 5x5. Get stronger lifting 3 times a week. It's this program that consists of 2 workouts. Workout A, which is squat, bench press, and barbell row, and then workout B, which is squat, overhead press, and deadlift. So this program just focuses on the main heavy lifts, and we're doing them daily. Well, 3 times a week at least. And today we went out there and actually we hit a personal record, 5 sets of 5 on a nice weight on the deadlifts. Don't worry about the weight I'm doing. Just worry about the weight that you're doing and make sure that you're pulling more weight. Shout out to Jojo, Derek, and Andy Warhol. Jojo says it sounds good, but I'm not seeing any other comments here in the box. Drop me at least a thumbs up to make sure that our live stream is connected and I'm not just talking to myself out here. Again, this is our second general self-improvement chat, a live stream that we're doing here every Friday, sharing with you guys what I'm doing here in the crypto winter. Been on the keto. I'm off of it now. I'm eating healthy and all whole foods. More carbs now than before. More carbs. 300 says Dolphin134. Kaboom! Thank you. Revolutionist thumbs up. Thank you. And again, I would say this past couple of weeks, I came to the realization that I'm going to need to eat more, me personally. I'm going to tell you that much. With my goals of increasing the strength, I'm trying to do a PR, a personal record now on all my lifts every day, or every week or so that I go back. I'm trying to lift more. It's a progressive plan here with the strong lifts. So, I kind of hit a wall this month after doing the strong lifts for months, about since about July. I hit a wall, and I kept thinking about it. What was I doing that was preventing me to lift more? And I came to the realization after tracking my caloric intake that I was just not eating enough. Okay, I've been telling you guys I've been doing the intermittent fasting or whatnot, which has been a great thing. It's definitely improved my overall digestion, my overall mood, my overall energy. But as I hit this wall, and I'm trying to. And I'm trying to lift more. Came to the realization I'm just going to have to eat more calories out there. I'm definitely at a weight that I feel good at. So now, you want to be big and you lift big, you got to eat big. So, I'm going to be eating perfectly, or as best as I can, all whole foods, but I'm actually going to be tracking my macros now on a macro calculator. So I'm going to be letting you guys know about that. Revolutionist says, I prefer to be at the gym for 7:30 a.m. and get it done. Revolutionist, you're very similar to me then, because it's the first thing that I do. And this is something that I would recommend to every young man or any man out there. Get the gym done first. Get up early. Okay, first of all, getting up early gets you ahead of the game out there. Go directly to the gym. I like to go fasted. I don't take any pre-workout shakes or anything like that. I don't eat breakfast, anything. I go directly to the gym, stretch out, and get straight to the squats. Okay, so, you knock out the heavy work first. And, after the gym, I have myself a nice steak and eggs out there. Champagne is a proponent of eating more meat and saturated fats. I found it through the keto diet to be very beneficial to eat high protein and high fat. It gives me a lot of energy out there, more bang for the buck. Okay, so, as far as getting to the gym early, getting it out the way is something that I could definitely relate to, Revolutionist. And this leads to overall getting good sleep out there. Getting good sleep is something that I never realized. If you have children, or you have a baby or whatnot, you notice that child's eating a lot of fats in the form of milk, and he's sleeping a lot. Okay, and that's so they can grow and get strong. If you guys want to grow and get strong, you got to get a lot of saturated fats in, a lot of protein in there, carbs as well, and make sure you're resting a lot. Your muscles grow when you sleep and when you eat. That's what it is. Derek McLean says, facts. I got great results when I lifted first thing in the morning. Yeah, Derek, I find it to be, knock out the hard work first, knock it out. Go first thing. And they say when you work out fasted and you don't have any food in your stomach, you tap into your own fat reserves and you burn your own body fat. I don't know how true or not true that is, but it seems to make sense. And, I've made progress doing it that way. So, and it appears that Revolutionist is doing something similar. Do you do 5 reps per set of the deadlifts? Yeah. Jojo. Well, with the strong lifts program, Jojo, when you do the deadlift, it actually only has you do 1 working set of 5. Okay. As opposed to all the other exercises where you do 5 sets of 5. And you could see it over there on stronglift.com. I'll show you guys my screen here. It tells you exactly what you should be doing. But if you look over here, strong lift 5x5, let's say you started on Monday, squat, bench press, barbell, and then you go back on Wednesday. This is the workout I did today, okay? Squat, overhead press, and then deadlift. You could see here it says 1 set of 5. Okay, so I don't actually do just 1 set of 5. I have like 1 warm-up set, a few warm-up sets actually, so I make my way to my working weight, doing less than 5 reps really as a warm-up, just warming myself up, incrementally getting to that heavy weight that I'm going to be pulling, and then I'll do my 5 reps. And today I hit a PR for those 5 reps, not a 1 rep max PR, a 5 rep max PR. So that's what it is. So, you know, that's to answer your question. I do 5 reps, but it's ultimately 1 set out there. At the beginning, when you start this program, you're going to see, or you may find it, that the weights are very light. And I've said this before, I think it's a good thing to start very light, lighter than what you may expect, since you'll be lifting these heavy compound movements frequently. You want to train your nervous system to be prepared for the shock out there. So the first couple of weeks, you could kind of think of it as a training of your nervous system all around before you start incrementally putting weight on the bar and getting heavier out there. Got great results when I lifted first in the morning, says Derek. Indeed. Indeed. So yeah, you know, getting to the gym early and overall going to sleep early, you know, it's something, you know, I used to be a lurker out there, you know, back in my 20s or whatnot. You know, I was out there booming every night, drinking like an alcoholic maniac out there. And, you know, it is what it is. You know, a lot of people go through that, and they, you know, go through the nightlife or whatnot. But, you know, as time has progressed, you know, I've learned one thing, boomers. I mean, there's nothing good for you out there once the night falls, unless you're going to be out making money and actually working. There's no reason for you to be out there lurking late night. I'll tell you, there's nothing good out there. There's nothing but goons and goblins and violence out there, if you ask me. So, you know, you're better off going to sleep early, waking up early, and hitting the gym before everybody else does. So, you know, that's the actual thing that I found very beneficial for overall self-improvement, is really, you know, not focusing on nightlife, nightlife, or even going out much at night. If you could get to bed early and you wake up early and make that a routine, for me personally, I'm reporting that, you know, I've overall self-improvement across the board out there. Revolutionist says, sometimes I do 15 reps with medium weights, and other times I do 5 reps with heavy weights. I do a lot of resistance training on the cable machines. There you go. Yeah. And Revolutionists have shared with us that, you know, he's more of an intermediate lifter. He's been lifting 10 years plus. So, you know, he does different programs or whatnot. You know, these programs that I'm sharing, they're specifically focused on gaining strength. So it's, you know, it's about how much weight could you lift. It's not necessarily based on the reps. It's about, you know, how lifting more and heavier. And, you know, that's my personal goal. But again, if you train for hypertrophy, you know, things like 15 reps could help you out. You know, I'm definitely, I'm not training like a bodybuilder right now. I'm more training like a power lifter, if you ask me. And, you know, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. And specifically, not doing the cable machines and not doing any of the little baby exercises, only on the strong barbell exercises, you know. But again, maybe I kind of burn out doing that for a year or whatnot, and I can go back to the cables. Again, you know, you can just flip it around. I'm specifically talking about this program as it relates to beginners and intermediates. I find it important to build a strong, solid base before you start doing little, you know, dumbbell curls or any little cable machines. You're better off doing some barbell rows or some squats out there and doing general exercises that'll make your whole body and core strong. And then you can worry about the little bodybuilder exercises. Let me know if you agree out there, Revolutionists. Again, you know, you shared with us, you've been doing it 10 plus years, so you probably don't need my advice when it comes to it, but I'm just sharing my experience. Random question, says Derek. Would y'all rather look super ripped but very weak, or look very weak and be super strong? You know, I don't think it has to be one or the other out there, Derek. You know, if you're super strong, you're not going to look very weak. I mean, you can't be super strong and look very weak. Now, you could probably look strong and still be weak. Okay. I mean, I've seen a lot of guys out there that, you know, they look like they got big muscles, but they can't really pull the weight. But if you're super strong, I don't see how you're going to look very weak. Now, you won't be, I mean, if you're super strong and don't look super strong, that could be a possibility, but I don't see how you could be extremely strong, stronger than most people, and then still look weak. I don't know. I haven't seen that guy. So the answer to the question is, I don't care about looks right now. I'm looking at the facts of being strong. That's my personal goal here, is to be strong as can be. No lie, get up in there and be able to lift more weights than the average, while still being healthy, okay? Because I do understand that some of these power lifters out there, these strongmen, they just eat way too much, and you can argue that some of them are just straight fat. I'm definitely not looking for that build, and that's why I'm inspired by young Larry Wheels here. You could see this gentleman, he's huge, And, you know, he focuses on the powerlifting exercises. And at the same time, he's about to do a bodybuilding show in a few days, or maybe this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. So he's still training for bodybuilding. If someone is starting at a gym, they must get the technique right before adding any weight, and beginners should take it slow at first so they don't burn themselves out. Absolutely, revolutionist. I couldn't agree with you more. And that's why this program, it starts you off very, very light. And I tell you guys, you know, you should be starting off lighter than what you may expect. I think last time, or was it yesterday, D-Rock, one of the boomers here in the population of the chat box, was sharing that he was just way too sore from the last workout. And I told him, you probably started a little bit too heavy. Just because you can lift it doesn't mean that you're at the right weight. It's about training your nervous system. And what I mean by that is actually getting that right form before you start adding all this weight to the bar. So if you start really light here with the strong lifts, and you get that form, you bang it out correctly with your 5 sets of 5, and then you only incrementally add weight, like 5 pounds. It has you add 5 pounds when you go back, so it's not that much more weight added. You're focused more on the form rather than the weight. So yeah, I do agree with you, revolutionists. That's important for the young ones out there, for the newbies, for the baby bear cubs that are starting their strength program. Leave your ego at the door. And if you need to start with just a 45-pound bar, so be it. So be it. And that's okay. You just start with the 45-pound bar. That's fine. Make sure you're doing the right form before you try to act like a strong lifter out there. Derek says, I've been lifting also for 10 years for football and track. And when our coaches saw us doing dumbbell curls before we did our squats and our bench, he would yell like no other. It was actually funny how mad he would get. And it's probably because he understands that, you know, squats, bench press, those are compound exercises that work out a larger part of your body than just, you know, a dumbbell curl. You know, it's, you know, doing dumbbell curls. Yeah, it's nice for the biceps, but I mean, if you want to have big looking arms, you could argue it's probably better to work out your triceps than your biceps. The tricep is actually a bigger muscle than the bicep, if I'm not mistaken. The tricep's bigger. So, you know, you may want to, if you want overall big arms, you may even want to focus on the tris. And then, you know, as far as arm training, the majority of these exercises, the deadlift, the barbell row, the bench press, these are going to work out your arms regardless. So if you're pulling and pushing heavy weight with those barbell exercises, you're going to be working out your arms. Shout out to FN Base. He says, hey guys, welcome FN Base. This is our second live stream of the day. Our second live stream of the day, a general self-improvement chat that we're going to be doing here on Fridays, an open discussion. I don't have any format here, just sharing some of the things that have helped me, you know, become stronger and the programs that I'm doing. And I'm also interested in listening to what you guys have to share as well, because each one is teaching one out here. We've created a crypto brotherhood, overall alternative frequency with alternative economics, alternative exercise, diet, exercise, whatever it may be. I want to share all the alternatives here so that we can become better men. So shout out to you, FM Base. Couch Cash is back. Welcome back, Couch Cash. He says, video to watch, YouTube, static contraction, Anthony Robbins. Okay, thanks for sharing. Suave House says, sup, champ, dumbbell set, pull-up bar, dip bar, and rubber bands are all you need. Anything more is damaging to your structure. You know, I don't know, Suave House. I tend to disagree. I'm not against the pull-ups. That's excellent. Dip, bar, all those calisthenic type workouts, those body exercises are excellent. But if you want to be extra strong, you're going to have to put weight on the bar. I'm going to be honest with you. You know, that's my opinion. But if you don't want to put weight on the bar, then that's up to you. But I'm talking about putting weight on the bar out here, Suave House. Jojo Wave says, hit the compound heavy weights for mass, then cut up with the ISO exercises, says Jojo. Yeah, and I can agree with that. I can agree with that. But you got to, you know, make sure that you get the mass first. You want to get that muscle first before you start cutting. Now, I kind of did it the opposite. I'm not gonna lie. Now, look, by listening to this, you know, live stream, you may think that Champagne's completely a novice, and I'm not. I mean, I've worked in the fitness industry in the past or whatnot, and been in and out of gyms for years. You know, working on and off, push-pull exercises, all kinds of different high-interval training exercises. But it isn't until recently that I really found the value of lifting heavy, and you know, I've gone that route. Again, this is about alternatives out here. It's about doing different things and not just taking people's good word for it. It's just, you know, sharing our anecdotal evidence of how it's worked for us. So as soon as I switched over to heavy training, because I used to kind of subscribe to that meme, Suave House, that, you know, it's going to damage your structure and this, that, and the third. And I'll tell you, man, as soon as I started lifting heavier weights, I got stronger faster and I felt better than ever. Okay, so, you know, I'm not against, you know, pull-ups, dips. You know, those are excellent exercises. I've done them all my life. But it's only till recently I've been putting weight on the bar and I'm feeling like a boomer like no other. So this is my personal experience. The best exercise for the upper shoulders and the neck, in my opinion, is lifting a bar with weight on it up to your chin, up and down. Okay, yeah, I've seen that. I mean, or you could do deadlifts with heavy weights. If look at if you haven't pulled a deadlift like Larry and you don't feel your traps in your upper shoulders, and that's what it is. What I've also been doing for the upper shoulders is rack pulls. So it's similar to the deadlift, but you start the bar right above the knee and you pull it that way. You can add some heavy weights. And what I like also about the deadlifts and rack pulls is that it gets your grip really strong. If you put a lot of weight on the bar and you just squeeze it, your grip is going to get extremely strong. And another thing, and another thing that I've learned is, you know, as far as the gloves or whatnot, that's a meme too. I used to wear gloves. Gloves, they don't allow your grip to get stronger. Okay, yeah, they help you from getting calluses on your, you know, stop you from getting calluses on your hands, and they can protect you, keep your hands pretty out there. But if you want a strong grip, you got to grip the bar directly out there. And, you know, if you don't want it to slip out of your hands, you could use chalk or you can use straps like Larry is on this picture here. But I don't subscribe to the glove meme out there. How strong, champ? Then what is too strong? Is there a too strong? I don't think I have to worry about too strong right now. I mean, I think I got way more to go. I mean, you know, I don't. If I'm thinking of, well, you know, what's too strong, I'm not thinking of my limits right now, Suave House. Right now, there's no limits. I'm moving on up. I mean, that hasn't even came into my mind. I'm not thinking about limits right now, Suave House. So, you know, I'll let you know if I hit the limits out there and something happens. But so far, so good. Again, I want to do things incrementally, and I want to do things within reason. I'm not going to go ahead and try to slap 600 pounds on the squat right now. I won't be able to do that. Okay, I can get hurt. But I'll get there incrementally, hopefully. One day. Champ, do you deadlift with a hex bar or with a barbell? Nah, I'm doing a traditional, just like this picture right here with a barbell. Hex bar is a little different, and there's no hex bar in my gym out there. Hex bar it's kind of like a squat and it's like a squat directly because you're holding it sideways. It kind of mimics more of that form, although deadlift is like a reverse squat. But no, I'm not using the hex bar. I'm using the barbell. Hook grip, says original copy. Yeah, the hook grip, I use the hook grip when I go heavy. So like when I hit my PR today with my 5 sets, I did it with a hook grip. Yes. No gloves. No gloves at all. So we can agree with that, Suave House. No gloves. You want to get strong grip, you got to grab the bar directly. I don't subscribe. Leave the gloves for the women and children, you know, that they don't want callus on their hands. And then with the callus, you can cut them off, or you could scrape them off with one of those pumice stones or whatnot. And, you know, that's just a scar that you may have to bear for lifting heavy weights. I don't mind the calluses. I'll tell you this much. Of all exercises, the one that'll get your heart pumping is tractor tire flipping before you leave the gym. And, you know, I would definitely entertain that, Revolutions. I have flipped tires before, but not in a program. And there's not one in my gym, so I can't experience in this. But I'll tell you this. I mean, out of all the exercises, me personally, the one that gets my heart pumping the most is heavy deadlifts. There's nothing like it. And if you look at, you know, world records of these heavy compound movements, in the deadlifts is where people bleed out of their face and their nose the most because of the pressure. So I think that there is, in my opinion, probably the most diesel of all is deadlifts. So I don't think that tire flipping is more than deadlifts. Maybe I'm wrong. I know you're a proponent there of tire flipping. I have nothing against it. If there's a tire in my gym, I'll be flipping it as well. But right now, the one that gets my heart pumping like no other is heavy deadlifts. You know, look at Eddie Hall, he's the deadlift world record holder. He deadlift 1,100 pounds out there, and just the sheer force of pulling it out off the ground, he bleeds out of his nose and his face, just for the straight up pressure. I haven't seen anybody bleed out of their face lifting tires. It's probably because there's not an equal amount of pressure being exerted. So maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. SA Crypto says smash the dislike. Okay, I'll leave your comment out there, Eso. Go ahead and smash the dislike, but if you don't like it, then go ahead and go your way, SA. Go your way. Got to come in here and drop negativity, but you know, if you don't enjoy the stream, you know, I'll leave your comment up. If you guys agree with SA, go ahead and smash the dislike. Good morning, champ. Hope all is well. Shout out to Cryptonomicon. I see you, Cryptonomicon. Good morning. It's actually afternoon over here, but shout out to you. We've been streaming since the morning. We did our live stream this morning, and that's what it is. You know, we did our live stream Crypto Morning with Champagne, talked about the markets or whatnot, gave our new resistance and support levels. It looks like SA is not happy that we're talking about becoming better men out here. I should have thrown SA out the box, but I'm not in a bad mood today. So let's see if he has anything else slick to say. Tire flipping is a finishing exercise, not a muscle builder, but damn, flip a tire tractor 20X and you'll be breathing. Yeah, nothing against it. Nothing against it. You know, I would like to be in a gym. I mean, I actually was thinking about going to a new gym because I go to one of these mainstream gyms, a normie gym. You know, it's cheap. And there's only one squat rack, but it's close to the house or whatnot. And, you know, the people there are all right. You know, the people are nice or whatnot, but there's only one squat rack. So, you know, I was thinking of maybe doing more of a, you know, CrossFit style gym or one of those powerlifting gyms. They may have a tire flipping and we could do those things. So I'll let you know if I switch it up out there. Yo, champ, don't let these bozos throw you off your square. Nah, they're here. So, you know, yesterday I had to throw somebody out the box for shilling a coin or whatnot. But, you know, if there's a hater and he's saying smash the dislikes, maybe he doesn't like the stream and, you know, whatever. It's okay. I mean, I'm not against people that are, that they don't like the stream. That's cool. You know, he had one comment and then he went somewhere else and that's what it is. And that comment was flagged. So, I mean, I did you a favor. I revealed it, you know, so I made you famous, SA. You're one day that you get some attention here from a tuber. Shout out to Tuan Lee. Positive energy only. That's right. That's what this, thread is about, general self-improvement. You're going to have people that are going to question what you're doing. They're going to tell you, smash the... Look, now he retracted the comment. I got a good coin to shill, dude. Well, don't shill it here. You want to get thrown out the box, go ahead, SA. But, you know, this is the final time that you get attention. So just go ahead and drop another comment, get flagged, and you won't be back. And it'll be the end of your day shilling. So maybe you'll have a good day. Nobody holding him hostage, bro. He can leave and come back for all we care. Exactly. And let this be a lesson. You know, you're going to have to go ahead and deal with funny bunnies out there, especially on the YouTubes, guys. Maybe we do a live stream about how it is to be a tuber out there day in and day out. You got to fend off all kinds of comments, haters, non-believers, bots out there. And everybody has an opinion, but nobody's doing the work out there. Nobody's doing the work. Even the crypto YouTubers that, you know, were booming for some time, as soon as the market got quiet, a lot of them, they didn't show up to bat. They didn't show up to bat. And that's what it is out there. Let it be a lesson. You gotta show up to bat whether it's raining or not. You got to show up to work out here. There's some days that I don't want to show up to bat with the Crypto Morning live stream and boom with the positive energy. But then I remember I got crypto brothers there in the population of the chat box. Okay. You know, I got crypto brothers there in the population of the chat box that I got to make sure I stay booming for so that we look like 300 by the end of the year and we become better men. Shout out to Mike. I see you. Suavehouse says, give me a wrench, champ. I'll take him out. SA says, I ain't hating. Thanks for the shout out, dude. Yeah. You know, thanks for stopping by, SA. There you go. Tuan Lee, kaboom with the 199. Tuan, I appreciate you. I see you with the $1.99. I appreciate you, Tuan. He says, like Doug Polk crypto. I don't know what that means, but kaboom. I appreciate the love out there. $1.99. Apparently, Tuan is enjoying the live stream as opposed to some other people out there. So that's what it is. Weathering the crypto storm, says Mike Bueno. Indeed. Now you guys are going at SA. You know, this guy, I think we shouldn't even pay attention to him. Just like we don't pay much attention to the Bitcoin Cash cattiness out there. You know, I don't need to pay attention to the haters out there. Mike Bueno's weathering the crypto storm. I think this crypto storm is going to last longer than we expect. I just said in my last live stream, 5,000 to 6,000, I think, is the new range. SA crypto's basically broke now. Yeah, and that's probably why you have nothing positive to say. And when you don't have anything positive to say, you're going to stay broke out there. So, you know, let us invite you in here to the positive energy and maybe switch your polarity into something new out there, SA. You got to change your mind to change your surroundings. It starts with the mental first out there. You're broke mentally. And that's why you're dropping these types of comments out there. You know, if you keep acting like a loser, you're going to get nothing but loser results. So, you know, if you stick around, maybe we can shape you to a better man out there, SA. You sound like a little funny bunny. Don't get sniped out the box now. Mike Bueno learned a ton this year. Greed is not good. I feel bad for the folks who got in December. Yeah, you know, there was, but if you got it in December, you know, you're behaving like a normie out there. And shout out, you know, to those that, you know, they did get in December and, you know, they're still hodling and they're still believers. I talked to someone in the physical forum the other day. It was someone that I had been telling, you know, explaining to them the value of Bitcoin since it was about $400. And this person didn't get in to the game until December. Okay. I had been telling him a year before, and then he got in like a normie, and then he talked to me the other day. He says, Champagne, what's going on with the markets? I thought you said it was a boomer. I said, I told you it was a boomer when it was $300. So, you know, that's what it is. Currency 365. Shout out to Currency. I see you, Currency. Let me drop a bomb. He says SA's broke, so he's coming at Champ like he made him broke. Stay positive, Champ. I'm always positive out here. We got to throw out some funny bunnies out the box out there. People don't like to take responsibility for their own actions. If he's broke, it's because of his fault. He's a loser out there. It's fine. And, you know, we're going to have to keep the losers at bay. But I'm inviting him to you know, stick around and maybe we can turn him into a winner. There's no reason to be a hater out here. We got to stay positive. So maybe we can flip this guy into a positive dude out here. So let's give him a chance. Let's give him a chance. Jamal says, finish him. You know, Champagne, you know, I'm a positive guy. I don't want to throw everybody out the box. Maybe, you know, if he sticks around, he catches a jewel or three. Maybe he watches the NPC video and the hidden symbolism behind the Wizard of Oz. He understands that only in Toto could we reveal the fraud that the straw man, the cowardly lions, and the tin man are, and the rest of the holographic images that Wizard of Oz, then the smoke screen that they throw out. You know, perhaps maybe he could tune in. Derek McLean says, I don't feel bad for them. Don't invest more than you could lose. Markets don't just go up. Exactly. We don't feel bad for them. We're out here taking responsibility for what we do. We don't blame it on another man. Yo, Champ, you do keto, says Mike. I did. Yeah, I talked about that at the beginning of the live broadcast. I did keto strictly for about 2 months. A little over 2 months. I lost about 20 pounds. I was doing it to a T. I was using the keto urine strips. These are strips that you test your urine to make sure that you're producing ketones. If you guys don't understand what this is, the ketones are produced by your livers once there is no more sugar or carbohydrates in your bodies to feed off. So the ketones actually activate the fat and turn them into fuel. So if you're using the urine strips, they should identify that when you're in ketosis. I did great. Like I said, I lost about 20 pounds or whatnot, got to the target weight, and you know, I kept following a keto diet, and I'm kept lifting, but I hit a plateau out there. I hit a plateau out there, and I was just sharing earlier that, you know, now I'm eating more. I got to increase my caloric intake, and I'm eating a little bit more carbs. Life sucks. Okay, SA. you're just complaining out here. So see you later. SA is complaining. He can't afford a gun and he can't afford to jump in the train. He needs a bull run. SA, you're in the wrong box, buddy. See you later. We don't need your negativity out here, and you've been thrown out the box. Have a great day, SA. He's out of here, guys. Knock him out the box, champ. Shout out to Slick Rick. Shout out to JoJo Wave. We don't got time for all the negativity out here. People just spreading negativity. I gave him a chance, guys. I gave him a chance. He came back with more negativity, so he didn't learn. You can lead the horse to water, but you can't teach him how to drink. Okay, we led him there to the water. We gave him some chance, but he wanted to keep complaining. So he's out of here, guys. Don't be like SA Crypto. Okay, the Revolutionist says, SA, my advice is buy Cardano and just hodl. Shout out to Revolutionist. Mike Bueno says, felt super good too, brain energy wise. Yeah, Mike, I felt great. You said you lost 35 pounds in 42 days. Congratulations to you, Mike. I felt, super energized with the keto. And one thing is that I was so energized when I was doing that ketogenic diet is that I had trouble sleeping, really. I had trouble sleeping out there. But I hit the weight that I'm satisfied with, and I'm no longer inflamed, arguably, and now I'm eating a little bigger to get bigger. Like I said, my personal goals right now, everybody may have a different goal. Okay, your goal may be to lose weight. That's what my goal months back was, to lose weight and get at a good target weight so that I can start building on that frame. I reached that goal, and now I have other goals of getting as strong as possible right now. Right now, I don't have any problems managing my weight. So, for those that are trying to lose weight, I do encourage you guys to check out the keto diet and also intermittent fasting, because not only is intermittent fasting good for losing weight, but overall it's good for your digestion. It increases growth hormone or whatnot. And there's a lot of benefits from intermittent fasting. If you don't know how to follow it, what I've been basically doing until recently is doing an 18 hour fast and a 6-hour eating window. So, most of the day you're not eating. And then when you do eat, you can eat big. And that way you have 18 hours a day at least to digest your food. Champ, have you seen the John Wick movies? I don't think you'll survive John Wick 3. I started watching the John Wick movies, but I haven't seen them all. I do like the cinematography on the John Wick movies. If you don't know, Champagne has worked in media for a while, so I'm into the camera work and all that. And the cinematography is nice. Now, as far as the storyline, I haven't watched the whole John Wick through. And I'll keep it, being that this is an open discussion, we could talk about anything. I don't know about you guys, but, with all the action that's going on the interwebs nowadays, with the Trump news, basically all the news networks have turned into Trump TV. Okay. Those are for him and against him. And then you got all the good stuff that's going on YouTube now. Great information out there. And then, if you guys liked seeing quarrels, you could see that on Twitter. I find that there's barely no time to watch movies anymore. And there's barely no time to watch Netflix anymore. I'm just not interested in fictional media as I am non-fictional media. I'm going to keep it honest with you. And, definitely working in fictional media is what I've done for a long time. And, writing scripts or whatnot, producing content. And just lately, I'm going to be honest with you, Revolutionists, fictional media is not doing enough to hold my attention. Suave House says, don't eat fat and you won't get fat or sugar. Suave, I think we disagree. I was just sharing with you. When I went on the ketogenic diet, I increased my fat. I was doing about 70% of my caloric intake fat. Okay. And then only about 5 to 10% in carbohydrates, the remaining about 20% in protein. When I followed that diet, ate more fat, I lost more weight. Okay. So, there's memes out there. What's getting people fat is the sugar out there, not the fat. When I talk about fat, I talk about healthy fats, saturated fats. You don't want to be getting garbage fats from oils like canola oil or corn oil. I don't talk about that. I'm talking about animal fats. Adolf Hitler says, screw movies. Reality is a much better movie. Okay. Derek, how you exclusive but not dating? Derek says, I've been hooking up with a girl exclusively for a while, but we aren't dating, and met another girl on the weekend. who I'm going on a date with. Should I tell my first girl? Well, I mean, if you tell her, she's gonna feel some type of way, because if you've been hooking up with her exclusively, but you're not dating, the joke's on you, Derek. She already thinks you guys are dating. I think the joke's on you. If you've been hooking up with a girl exclusively, I think that you're dating her, whether you want to admit it or not. It's definitely the way she's gonna think about it. So if you tell her, she's gonna feel some type of way. But maybe you don't care. That's all. That's cool too. Couch Cash has a great energy drink. Couch Cash Creations. Okay, so you're shilling an energy drink. I'm not into energy drinks, but for those that are into it, you can check out Cash Cow's energy drink. Jojo says, Derek, how are you exclusive but not dating? Exactly, Jojo. That doesn't make much sense to me. Tuan Lee says, fake news. Shout out to everybody tuning in. We got 18 crypto maniacs been streaming for about 41 minutes out here. We've been talking about general self-improvement, crypto diet, and exercise, and more. This is an open discussion. You have any questions, comments, drop them here in the population of the chat box. I've been sharing my success with the keto diet, eating more fat and less carbs. And yeah, look into it, Suave House. I'm just sharing what's worked for me. As soon as I started eating more fats and less carbs, I lost weight. The thing is with you got to be in ketosis though, Suave House. When your body doesn't have any carbs or sugars to feed off, your livers produce ketones, and those ketones, they feed off fat and turn them into fuel. And that's why it's called ketogenic diet or ketosis. And the way that you make sure that you're in ketosis is that you could verify it by a urine testing strip. So you actually got a link for them down below. They're like $10. So it's really cheap. And I think you get a discount with the discount code that I have. So yeah, I'm shilling that, but it's only like $1 or $2 that I would get if you ended up purchasing. Anyhow, the point being is that you could test to see if you're in ketosis with that urine strip. And as soon as you're in ketosis, you start burning fat. So not only the fat that you ingest, but also the fat that's in your body, that's stored on your body. Derek says, we are not formal boyfriend and girlfriend, but she doesn't hook up with other guys, only me. So there you go. If that's not formal, then I don't know what to say there, Derek. It's just not, it's something that's unsaid. The F says, I drink tea and eat fruits. That even makes me poop better. Had a hard time quitting crack, but now it's cool. All right. Well, I'm glad that you're off the hard drugs out there. That's fruits and tea is definitely better than a hard drug like crack. So, stay off the hard drugs out there, guys. If you're struggling using any substances like that, get off of it and start working out and leave that alone. Tuan Lee says, what's the deal with the Bitcoin Cash fork? It seems like it's over out there. These people are warring out there. I haven't really been covering it. We talked about it yesterday in the last live stream, the fork. If you like to, replay that, we had an entire hour broadcast and we spoke about it. That's what it is. Is Bitcoin Cash dead? I don't know, and I don't care, Jamal. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm all about Bitcoin. I'm all about Bitcoin. Adolf says, fruits, are you an animal? Eating steaks made me much stronger. Fruits just give me much water. Yeah, I mean, I'm not here to say that I'm against fruits because, fruits have vitamins and minerals, and a lot of them are tasty. And Champagne's been eating more bananas lately. But, if you want to gain muscle, you want to eat meat, in my personal opinion. Some people will disagree. I know the vegetarians out there would disagree, but I'm sharing my personal opinion, my own experience, because I've done the vegetarian route and I've done the meat route. And to me, the meat is where the vitamins and minerals are. The F says, yeah, it was a struggle, but now I'm into gambling. At least I can tell myself at what time I will win. Okay, yeah, don't be into gambling either. I don't know if you're shilling or what, but if you're here, we're here for self-improvement, and maybe we could lead you to a better path out there to, start with lifting weights, man. That's all I got to say. A lot of these problems could be fixed if you guys let go of the bottle, let go of the smokes or whatever you guys are doing there that's negative to your body. Let go of the gambling, anything that's compulsive, and pick up some weight. Start going to the gym every day and start improving and tracking yourself and seeing some real improvement. That way you could build some self-confidence in yourself and start being responsible for your own body and your own mind. And perhaps maybe you could become a better man. D-Rock, kaboom! I see you. D-Rock's doing the strong lifts. D-Rock started. I mentioned you earlier, D-Rock, how maybe you could have been starting with a little bit too much weight out there because you told me you were a little bit sore out there. How you doing out there, D-Rock? Is it you still rocking with the program? Adolf says, don't allow that nut in the gym. He'll sell the weights for cracker gambling. I mean, maybe he's just blowing off some steam out there, maybe he's, being honest and, he's looking to become a better man. Let's see. Let's give him a chance out here. The strongest animals per weight eat fruits and plants: gorilla, hippo, elephant, and moose. Yeah. And most animals that are prey eat plants as well. Most predators eat meat. Okay, so I don't know which side you want to be on, but I don't want to be the prey. I'll be honest with you. D-Rock says, you know it. On it, my brother. Lighten the load. Okay, good for you. Bears eat meat. They eat bears. They eat a little plants or whatnot, but they're eating fish out there. They're eating the salmon or whatnot. Suave House. Shout out to D-Rock. He lightened his load, and he's still following the program. I've been sharing the program that I'm following, guys. Strong Lifts. If you're interested, this is what I'm doing. You guys may want to try it out. I've had excellent results. I told you, I've been working out for many years, doing push-pull programs, hypertrophy programs, doing 10 reps for 3 sets or 4 sets or whatnot with the cables, the dumbbells, and all the little baby bear exercises, the machines or whatnot. But as soon as I started focusing on the heavy compound exercises, tracking my progress with the Strong Lifts app, incrementally adding weight to the bar out there, I'm feeling better than ever out there. Better than ever. Valentino says, good day. We can promote your Steem to top and recommend it. Our team has developed. Valentino, I think you're shilling. We don't appreciate it. And if you try to hijack the stream here, shilling whatever service that you're doing, you're going to get blocked out. So before you step in here, Valentino, try to add something of value before you try to shill your own stuff out there. It's not appreciative, and it's tacky. It's kind of, you come across as a loser out there, Advances. No one's going to use your service. I don't want to use it. So say something else. Okay, Adolf, I understand that you don't like what someone here in the box is saying, but we're not here to be arguing. So, if you don't like what he's saying, just keep your mouth shut. There's no reason to be going off out there, Adolf. So that's strike one for you. Okay. And the F out there, if you've had a hard problem, that's what it is. But, maybe he's trying to improve himself, Adolf, let him be, you don't have to attack him. Couchcast says, my wife likes Heathade kombucha, a bubbly probiotic she gets at Costco. Yeah, I've tried those kombuchas. It's like a fermented type of drink that has probiotics that say it's healthy for your gut. So I don't know. I've tried it before. I don't know how much the probiotic thing is or isn't a meme. I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, I've tried it, but I can't tell you if it's really working or not. Suave House says, that's just what a predator does. I can hunt any animal on earth as a vegan and be a predator. Okay, that's fine. It seems like you want to show the vegetarian meme out there. I don't, and again, I don't know if I told you this before. I think a lot of the vegetarians, and I don't know if this is the case with you, they're on a high horse morally, and they think that they got it all figured out there. So, I'm not falling for the meme. I've tried them both, and in my experience, most vegetarians are malnourished. They're not getting B12. And some of them arguably have mental health issues. But that's a whole nother stream out there. Suave House, did you check out Severidge's channel? And did you see all the interviews that these ex-vegetarians, their confessions or whatnot? I think I recommended that to you. But it is what it is, you know. And again, if vegetarian or veganism works for Suave House or anybody else listening to the stream, then go ahead and do it. I tried it. I'm just saying I tried it. I did it for about 9 months, I would say. 8 or 9 months. I got man boobs, skin rashes, lower T. It was softer than ever out there. It's not for me. It's not for me. But again, I think we talked about this in the other live stream. Apparently there's a gut biome. Okay. Now you guys were talking about the probiotics or whatnot. There's different bacteria in everybody's guts that may react differently to different foods. So according to the bacteria that you have in your gut, you may be reacting better to plants or animals or whatnot. I invite you guys to check out Dr. Naveen, Naveen, and he talks about the microgut biome, and I would encourage you guys to study that, and that could explain why there's certain cultures or certain places that they're actually benefiting from not eating animals. So again, there's other alternatives. It's not champagne's way is not the only way. There's alternatives. That's the whole thing of the whole trope here is these alternative frequencies. Derek says, top predator on land is humans. Top predator in sea, killer whales. Eating meat is key. Now, we're in the same frequency there, Derek. You seem to be, tuning in. Revolutionist says, the F, take a new path, man, because many people don't get a second chance to correct their mistakes. Man up, bro. And then the F says, F you. If you're going to be negative and attack people that are trying to help you, you're going to get thrown out the box. So that's strike 2.5 there for the F out there. We're trying to give you a break out here. Maybe you're not having a good day, and, that's okay. A lot of us has been down a dark path. And if you're trying to blow off steam and let us know, the dark path that you've been in and share with us, and that's okay out here. But, there's no reason to be attacking anybody. And just like there's no reason for anybody to attack you, that's why I had to check Adolf for attacking you. So, let's respect each other out here. Be men out here. Be responsible out here. So, that's strike 2 for you. So, hopefully, that'll straighten you up a little bit. If not, too bad, you'll get thrown out the box. We give people a few chances out here, but, we're not as tolerant as some of these PC people are. Shout out to Derek, Revolutionist. Valentino, I don't know if I'm going to shout you out because I think you're just trying to shill something. You got another strike as well, but that's what it is. The F says he was talking about this fool Adolf. He was attacking me for no reason. Yeah, and I called him out. I called him out. We don't want to attack each other. We're trying to be crypto brothers out here. There's no reason to attack each other at all. This is a general self-improvement thread. I don't see what's going on with you guys today. These new guys coming into the box attacking each other. You guys don't know the culture and the ethos that we have here as brothers. There's no reason to be attacking each other. Let's show each other a little bit of respect. So if you're having a hard day, and that's okay. I'm trying to catch your back as well. We're finding ways to be better out here. Okay, share with us. What have you done to be better? Adolf, what could you share with us that you've done in the past that made you a better man? Or what do you think could make you a better man? What's that path? The same for you, the F, what have you gathered here that could lead you to a better path? It's all about being better. We don't want to attack anybody out here. I was mentioning you guys, the value I think about going to sleep early, the F, sharing his substance abuse problems here reminds me of, that nightlife out there, you know, people going out once the, you know, the goons and the golems are out, spending late nights up playing video games, you know, ingesting chemicals that they shouldn't be ingesting out there. You know, my recommendation, again, my personal opinion out there is you guys should be going to sleep as soon as the sun goes down. You start preparing yourself to go to sleep. You know, you follow the sunlight out there. All right, Adolf, I'm out of, you're going to get thrown out the box. Adolf, your comment was hidden by YouTube, and I'm not going to show it because it's not adding anything to the conversation. You're just complaining. So have a nice day, Adolf. I've never seen you here before. So, you know, I don't know what, you know, have a nice day. You're out of here. Never chill, bro. I'm here for the crypto bros. Yeah, shout out to you, Suave House. Adolf says so much about freedom of speech. Yeah, I mean, this box here is not America. This is Champagne's box, okay? And I run it the way I run it, okay? It doesn't matter about freedom of speech. We've never seen you here before, Adolf, and you're coming here complaining, okay? It's not appreciative. So see you later. You want your freedom of speech? Open up your own channel and see how many people could follow you on your own live stream. Snipe them out the box. Indeed, I'll take a few more comments and questions out here. General self-improvement chat, crypto diet, exercise. We got, what, 281 watching? I'm not sure if this number is right. We jumped up from 50 to 281. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's biggest cousin, cryptography's finest. This is an ancillary content to the morning live streams that we do. We do a crypto morning with Champagne every morning on the weekdays. Make sure you're tuned in. We report directly live from the foxholes here of the blockchain battlefield trenches. And every Friday now, we've been talking about general self-improvement, alternative frequencies, because crypto has led us to an alternate path. Okay, an alternate path here with the economics. So there's a general frequency that I think the boomers are tuned into, not only with that economic frequency, but general politics, general exercise, diet, ways to become better man, improvements on the overall blockchain and more. So kaboom, that like button indeed. Derek McLean says, what y'all doing this weekend? Who's turning up out there? Shout out to Derek, one of our high-ranking officials here in the population of the chat box, sniping at whatever moves, guys. If you're just tuned in, I've been sharing some of the things that have generally improved me overall. And that's the keto diet, which I followed for about 2 months straight, cutting out the carbs, reducing the inflammation, getting most of my calories from fat and protein. Okay, I thought I was going to get a heart attack, but in fact, I lost more fat. So, you know, apparently we've been lied to out there. I think it was Original Copy here, one of the boomers in the population of the chat box, that let me know about this documentary called The Oiling of America. Apparently the Department of Agriculture has been spreading propaganda to sell us more carbohydrates. And one evidence of that is the food pyramid, where they put the #1 thing you guys should be eating is cereals and bread. And in my opinion, that's garbage. You should be eating meats and fats. And when I changed to that, I saw better results. So, you know, check that out. We have links to keto products down below. If you want to test to make sure that you're in ketosis, once you cut out all the carbs, your liver should start producing ketones. There's urine strips that you can purchase from Perfect Keto Products down below. It's like 10 bucks if you guys want to check it out. It's linked all down below. Revolutionist says, Derek, practicing art on my XP pen using Adobe CS6 Photoshop, and I might get into artwork in my spare time. Shout out to Revolutionist, our Cardano bull out there. He's leading the charge with Cardano. If you guys are interested in the Cardano coin, Revolutionist is booming out there. He's definitely a bull when it comes to Cardano. I didn't know that you are an artist practicing with your XP pen. Shout out to those artists that are drawing on those pads. I'm kind of going blank, but I've seen those pads that the artists use nowadays to draw or whatnot, and they're interesting. I wish I could draw. I'm going to be honest with you. The Revolutionist says, that sounds dope. Derek McLean. No, Derek McLean says that sounds dope. And Derek says he'll be sniping at every girl he sees at the bar this weekend. No, don't let your first girl find out. Apparently, since you're exclusive, you don't want her to get mad. Let us know what happens with that one, Derek. Derek out here sharing some of the stories he has with some of the ladies he's been talking to or whatnot. We send our positive energy out there to Derek. Earlier in the live stream this week, some of the boomers, they shared their ages. And according to the analytics that I have here on my YouTube side, it told me that the median age was about 28, 27. But the last live stream that we did, people were chiming in, sharing their age brackets or whatnot. And it seemed like most of the boomers here are 30 plus, grown men, including Champagne out there. So shout out to my grown men out there. And if you're under 30, perhaps maybe we could lead you on a path to becoming a better man out there, and you know, get you away from some of the cattiness out there, some of the political correctness out there, bring you over to the side of self-responsibility and becoming a better boomer out there. I've been sharing with you guys the program that I'm doing here for lifting, a strength training, the Strong Lifts 5x5. Here it is on my screen. It's linked down below. I have nothing, I get nothing in return for linking this because I don't know anybody there at Strong Lifts. It's just a program that I've been focused on, working out 3 times a week with heavy weights out there. Workout A, which is squat, bench press, barbell row, and workout B, which I did today, squat, overhead press, and the deadlift, which I actually hit a personal record of 5 sets today with good weights. Now, the amount of weight I'm lifting, don't worry about it. The only amount of weight that you need to worry about is the amount of weight you were lifting yesterday, and make sure you're putting on more weight today. Okay, don't compete against Champagne or any other boomers here in the population. Your number one competition is yourself out there, boomers. Kaboom to that. Revolutionist says his XP pen cost 500 pounds and it has a 21-inch screen, but I've only had it for a week so far. If I get good at it, I might sell art in the future to buy more Cardano out there. You should do some crypto type of related art. You know, do like a Cardano, like a little Cardano thing, or a little Bitcoin art. Maybe throw on a t-shirt or something. I'll be interested in checking that out. Couchcast says, I want to do it keto. I will take some work. I'm such a food addict, food addict, age 54. Well, let us motivate you out here to become a better man out there, Couch Cash. If you guys are just tuning in, this is an ancillary broadcast live stream that we do in addition to our crypto morning broadcast. This is a general self-improvement chat, crypto diet and exercise and more out here. And, you know, I've shared in the past, Couch Cash, some of the results that I've had with intermittent fasting, doing an 18-hour fast per day and then having a 6-hour eating window. That really, I found some excellent results doing that. Okay. And for you guys that are extremely overweight, or, you know, I would say 20% body fat or more, which is not extremely overweight, but, you know, noticeably overweight, some of you guys shouldn't be eating at all. Okay. You guys could benefit from just overall fasting out there. I invite you guys to find out the general benefits of fasting. If you want to see some real fringe content when it comes to fasting, I invite you guys to check out Snake Diet on YouTube. Gentleman out there, he's got some serious results that he posts on Instagram like no other. People doing 7-day, 10-day, 21-day fast. If you're a fat boy out there, you don't need to eat. You got enough fat on your body to fuel you for a lot longer than you think. So if you guys could benefit just from fasting and then drinking salt water with potassium, it's the same thing that you would be injected with an IV should you go dehydrated. The reason that you would do that is so that you could stay hydrated with the electrolytes with the water. Follow Snake Diet if you're interested with that couch cash. I tell you, there's people getting results like no other. Most of these diets out there are memes, and they're trying to sell you some sort of a product, some sort of a supplement, when indeed you don't need to pay anything, and you could start losing weight just by not eating. Derek says he wants to look attractive for women. That's why he works out every day on his lunch breaks. Indeed, indeed. And I think most young men go that route first. They want to look attractive for women, you know, so they start exercising out there. You know, you want to attract more women. But, you know, as you grow more mature, especially for myself, you know, obviously you want to look good for the ladies. I mean, that's a given, right? But, you know, I do it more for myself nowadays. You know, I do it more for myself and for baby champ to set a good example for the young ones out there. Let them know what a strong man's all about, and show them that, you know, no matter what, you could progress, no matter what age bracket you're in, whether you're 54 like Couch Cash or you're in your 30s like Revolutionist pushing 40, it's all good. Or if you're in your 20s like Derek McLean still doing it for the ladies, it's all good. You know, I like to do it for myself personally and to set an example out there. And then, you know, the ladies will naturally follow. I mean, if you're setting an example as a strong man out there, they're going to follow the strong men out there. So, you know, that's going to bring you more women.